Every year, Polk County Public Schools announces their Teacher and School-Related Employee of the Year. Now, Polk County Public Schools recognize finalists from all 7 districts, and the overall winners were announced at the Inspire Awards presented by Mid-Florida Credit Union. The Inspire Awards were held November 7th at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland. Amanda Crutchfield, Fort Meade Middle and Senior High, was nominated School-Related Employee of the Year. Amanda Crutchfield loves the fast pace of working in a school. At Fort Meade Middle and Senior, she organizes daily coverage with substitute teachers, tracks students' attendance, greets visitors, manages tardies, and helps keep the entrance secure. She enjoys interacting with students and parents and wants them to have a positive experience when they arrive on campus. I'd like to introduce you to Amanda, and well, she's right here. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you.
It sounds like you're a popular person at Fort Meade.
Always.
Always?
It's never a dull moment.
So when you man the front door, is there like security, Amanda? You know, black ops stuff, or are you just?
Some days I feel like I need to have my black ops on. Okay. But no, it's just me in my little box, and front doors are locked. The doors behind me stay locked. I get to open and close the doors at will.
So talk to me a little bit about life prior to Polk County Public Schools. Where were you working?
So I was actually at Fort Meade Dental, right down the road in Fort Meade, working as a dental assistant, and did that a couple of years. I was there maybe a year. Prior to that, I was over in Lakewood Ranch, working at Advanced Dental Care under the care of Dr. Hassan and Dr. Purcell.
So how'd you score the gig with, did it start off with Fort Meade, or how long you been with Polk County Public Schools?
This is my second year.
Second year?
My second year ever in a school.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you've been at Fort Meade the whole time?
Fort Meade the whole time.
And you got nominated in your second year?
I got nominated. I don't know
Say
how.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, the public relations folks sent me over the information, and I just kind of picked and choose to what we could put in the script. But you are well loved. How does that come about?
I don't know. The grace of God, I guess. I come, do my job to the best of my ability. You know, I take my job serious. You have to multitask in that job. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, you can be on the phone, opening the door, have a parent there, student needing something, and you gotta do it.
Talk about being the first face that people see when they walk through the door. Talk about the importance of what their experience is, especially when meeting you, and continuing that experience, getting them either to the teacher, to wherever they have to. Talk about that, kid.
So the moment they come to my door, it's, I need you to show your ID. They show their ID, I buzz them in. I try to greet them with good morning, afternoon, you know, how are you? Always with a smile, even on my worst days. You know, got to put the face on, got to smile. But I try to make it as whether the parent is mad or if they got a concern. I try to listen, find out what they're needing, if they need to speak to guidance or admin, or they're just checking their student out. I try to interact with them and, you know, feel how they're feeling and get them what they need as quickly and fast as possible.
And not to mention, you and the school resource officer are the front line of defense of that school.
Absolutely. So, you know, I'm going to take one for the team. Yeah. Okay?
I hope you don't. But
I hope not, but.
So let's talk a little bit about day-to-day operations. I mean, you, Fort Meade Middle and High School, how many total students we working with, and how many different teachers we working with?
So there's probably about, I would say, 750, give or take, you know, withdrawing and enrolling students. That is 6th through 12th grade. Teachers, I want to say roughly 50. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't hold me to that. But, you know, it's a small school, but a big school at the same time. If that makes sense.
I get the feeling if I were going to school today, I would see you a lot, because I was never on time. I never picked that on time thing up until I got in the military. Now, if I'm not there 30 minutes early, I'm late.
Then you're like, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Same. Yeah, if I'm 5-10 minutes prior to, then I'm good. I'm on time. If I'm right on time, I'm late.
Talk about some of the folks that you work with. Talk about how they make your day entertaining and help the day pass by.
Are we talking about students or teachers?
Either or.
Students are always coming in, interacting. I'm like, you know, what do y'all need? Oh, I just come in to say hi, Miss Crutchfield.
Yeah.
All right, well, hi, go back to class. I'm busy. But Coach Cornelius and Miss Velasquez, even Coach Adams, they keep the day interesting.
Yeah.
There's never a dull moment. Coach Cornelius is the one who actually foresees the attendance. He's one of our assistant principals, so he is my right-hand go-to man about any kind of things like that.
Yep.
But we interact. I mean, it's like family. Miss Velasquez, the one that trained me, she actually said when I got hired, it was kind of a trial error with me. And she said, day one, this is what you got to do, you know, this, and this. Day two came, she said, okay,
do what
start
you did
answering
yesterday.
the phones. And then it was like sink or swim.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And
I
just
sure
took
you
over.
swam. Yeah.
I swam.
Yeah.
Swam hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Up front. Both ways.
Yeah. And Coach Adams, he's our disciplinary. He takes care of all the kids that get called out of class. You know, anything like that. He just keeps it light and funny. You know, you got to make light of the situations with some of these kids.
I'm just blown away that 2 years and you were nominated for this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Within the district. So they think well of you. I've been telling everybody that we've talked to, the cool thing about the awards, the Inspire Awards, all 14 individuals, their story is within the Polk County Public Schools website, and the actual being, you know, when they presented you with, hey, congratulations, you are...
I had no idea.
Tell me the story of how that came about. Was it a huge surprise, or did they?
Oh, yeah.
Or did they do a huge thing, or was it just something small in the office?
Oh no, there was a lot of lies involved. Thanks to Mr. Lambert.
Yeah.
Lots of lies.
Yeah.
So they called me down the first time it was actually like nominated. It was in the gym during a pep rally.
Yeah.
With me and Miss Polly. I was told I needed to participate in one of the pep rally games.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am wearing a skirt. I'm not playing musical chairs. So I was like, all right, fine. They get me down there, clueless. And all of a sudden, they make this big announcement. You know, they had like, I think the confetti, a bouquet of flowers, and Mr. Blankenship at the time was our principal. He actually told Miss Polly and I, y'all been nominated for, you know,
because you guys have got, you guys got a teacher and the ad.
We did.
Yeah.
And so that was a big surprise. I was excited, you know, cool, you know, thanks for voting for me. And he said it was pretty much my vote had everybody at our school. So I thought nothing of it. Summer came, you know, new school year, and Mr. Lambert is now our principal. And he told me one day, he said, we need your help in the food pantry. So we have this food pantry that we have Publix trucks and the kids pack. They come and bring varieties of different things for the kids come shop and they take it home. He said, I need your creativity, your organizational skills, and things like that. And I was like, how'd you find out about my organizational skills? He's like, I watch. In my office, I have a camera dead on me, 24/7. So I said, okay, that's not a problem. I'll just wear jeans, a t-shirt, you know, if I'm gonna be helping in there. And he's like, okay. This went on for 2 weeks. So I got with the lady over the food pantry. She's our cafeteria manager, Miss Christie, and she's like, oh, you don't have to worry about wearing jeans. We're not doing anything. We're just talking. They tried hinting to me, hey, maybe do your hair, do your makeup,
dress
look a little nice. Right over my head. I'm like, let's go. I get out of the attendance, my little office for a little bit to go help somebody else. So we're in the food pantry, and I given out all kinds of ideas, which they actually used. But then Mr. Lambert comes in. He's like, hey, he's like, I need your help. I'm like, with what? He goes, well, there's a pallet. They can't get it through the doors, but can you just help me unload it? Sure. Needless to say, I'm in jeans, tennis shoes, my staff shirt. He's walking so fast. I'm talking like dead stare, doesn't really want to look at me, doesn't want to talk. So I'm like, maybe he's having a rough day. Gets to the media center door. I open it. the cannons pop off for that confetti. I have color guard and cheerleaders. The band is performing. Caught me so off.
Yeah.
And like I had no idea what to think, what to expect. You know, did I want to cry? Did I want to laugh? Because I was so like not embarrassed, but like overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool. My daughter's in the band. She was out there playing. They didn't tell her. They didn't tell the band director either that it was for me.
Yeah.
Because they would have blabbed.
That is very cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like super shock.
Talk about the importance of receiving the award, especially. I'm still blown away. Second year.
It's to me, I feel honored and blessed to even be part of this.
Yeah.
Second year, never been in the school system. I don't know. I think it's really cool. Like I don't know what else to say. There is a lot of pride. I take pride in my job. You know, I do my best to make sure everything gets done on a timely manner. But to be honored and nominated for this is, I don't know how to say, but it's a huge blessing.
In order to be recognized for this award, you know, you didn't get here alone. You know what I mean? Whether it's administrative staff, your coworkers, custodial staff, your family. You know, take a few seconds and recognize the folks that helped you get there.
For sure. So, I mean, my husband, he had my back when I said, I think I'm going to leave the dental field and go work at the school system. You know, took a pay cut, and he's like, if that's what you want to do, and if that's what God's calling you to do, go for it. So I had his support, and you know, that truly means a lot to me. Along with my daughter, what teenager wants your mom working at the school?
Yeah, that's got to be awkward.
So she was all for it.
Yeah.
So, you know, just having her alongside, and my family was a true blessing to that. The school, Miss Velasquez, for training me and doing everything she did for me, and still to this day is right there when I need her. Coach Cornelius, I thank him for having my back always, for guiding and teaching me just the different steps that I need to do to make our jobs easier. I mean, I could be here all day and list a whole bunch of people, Mr. Lambert, Mr. Blankenship, Miss Love, who's our principal's secretary, Miss Mobley and Miss Albrand, they help cover when I need a break and nobody else is there to help. Mr. Benitez, he is our custodian, and he is always there first thing in the morning, you know, good morning, and if I need him, he's always right there.
Sounds like a family.
So it is
a family within the work family, right?
It's very family oriented.
Yeah.
I mean, teachers email me constantly throughout the day, so all of them, you're right, it's not just me that got this award. I feel like it's the school that helped me to get here. Because if it wasn't for all of them, I wouldn't know how to do my job.
Well, Amanda, I want to thank you for coming in today and sharing your story. And once again, congratulations on the award. And it was a pleasure to meet you.
You too. It was nice meeting you.
That's going to do it for our conversation with Amanda Crutchfield. We invite you to check out our talks with the other finalists and the entire Inspire Award show. You need more information? Go to polkschoolsfl.com or follow them on Facebook at Polk County Public Schools.